Hi, Kenny. We are in Northwest Florida, where it looks a lot nicer than it really is today. That wind is biting. The air temperature is only 45. Hi, Obit. How are you? Yeah, greetings to Texas. I was just about to ask you where you were, Kenny. Where are you, Obit? How are things over in Texas, Kenny? It's cold today. The air temperature is 45, but that wind is biting. It gives us a wind chill factor, I think, about 30. This morning they said it was in the 20s with the wind chill. How was it over in Texas? It's supposed to warm up starting tomorrow. It's going to get warmer every day and be in the 70s by Tuesday, which will be real nice. Yeah, I believe it, because I know geographically Texas ain't very far away. Hi, Quintentious Gooch, how are you? Not as much as I thought there was going to be, Kenny. Where I wanted to go live, traffic was such a mess that I couldn't get over to where I wanted to go, so I just said, screw it, I'm going to go over here to a spot I regularly go live from. But I was trying to get some pictures for an upcoming story that put me on the wrong side of the road to begin with, from where I really wanted to go live from. But you know, maybe we'll try that tomorrow if it works out. I should be able to be on the right side of the road. It is 2:33 p.m. or 14:43 p.m. going by military time. The Eastern time zone is a couple hours east of where I am, over towards Tallahassee, which is in the Eastern time zone. But roughly Panama City westward is in the Central time zone. I don't know, where are you located now? But I tell you, pretty much every chamber of the commerce in the country is going to welcome anybody because they want the tourism dollars. Oh, from the Middle East. So that would be like maybe, oh, what the heck do they call that region? Oh, like the Arab nations? I appreciate you tuning in. Oh, I don't know. I mean, every state has its unique charms. All depends what you like. If you want to see mountains, then out west here or along the east, we've got the Appalachian Mountains. If you like the oceans and the beaches, anywhere along the Atlantic seaboard, the Gulf of Mexico, or the Pacific coast provides some beautiful landscapes and nice beaches. There's an awful lot of good places to see. I hope you have a good trip. Oh, it's a very nice place here, let me tell you. It is. The only ones that I've actually been to are the ones right here in the Pensacola area, like Pensacola Beach and Fort Pickens. Keep meaning to go check out Johnson Beach, but haven't made it over that way yet. And I know we got quite a few other ones here. You know, Panama City Beach is a very popular one, but I've been to Panama City, and I honestly don't understand what is so popular about it. In full disclosure, I did not go to the beach, but I just can't understand what is so popular about it. And I've also heard that Mexico Beach, which is down past Panama City Beach, is really nice. Oh, here comes Estes with an older Freightliner Cascadia as a tractor. Yeah, most of the movies are headquartered, I should say the studios are headquartered over in Los Angeles, but they actually film quite a few movies in this area. Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Last year they filmed something in the Mobile area, and they kept having to close streets off and whatnot to do the filming. Can't remember what the movie was, but and over in Georgia in the 80s and 90s, a show called In the Heat of the Night filmed over there. It was set in Mississippi, but they actually filmed it in Georgia. There's, I don't know, Marty. It could be talking about a number of people. I know I'm not. So has anybody been following the SS United States journey? It's finally on the move out of Philadelphia. Came down the Delaware River yesterday, and today is in the Atlantic on its way over to Mobile. It's a shame that that ship's going to get sunk. I don't understand why they have so many reefs over there in the first place, but a lot of people seem to like diving, I guess. But I don't understand it. But of course I lived in Maine for a number of years, and I don't understand why so many people like skiing either, so. to each their own, I guess. But yeah, that last comment also makes me think, if you all get a chance, check out my latest story on PBS closing their DEI office. Another thing that's been in the news, did you hear that KFC's corporate office is moving to Kentucky? I mean, is in Kentucky, moving from Kentucky to Texas. They're still going to have some jobs in Kentucky, but definitely caught the attention of the MSM. So I guess instead of KFC, it'll be TFC. Well, not that the corporate office really has anything to do with the flavoring. Got a Covan moving truck coming this way. Oh yeah, some white cargo vans. Did you get a chance to see my story on the cocaine bust that they made on I-10? White cargo van was transporting almost 30 pounds of cocaine from Texas to, from Texas to South Florida. Hi Jimmy, how are you? Looks like you're having some pizza and coffee. Where are you located, Jimmy? It all depends, Kenny, on different areas have different crime rates. There was a while here a couple years ago that it seemed like there was a murder about every day, or a shooting rather, about every day in Pensacola, and that was kind of unsettling. Thankfully, it calmed down, but it was several weeks where I would watch the news in the morning just to see what happened during the overnight. But like by comparison, it's not, this area, the Pensacola area, ain't nearly as bad as Memphis. Memphis is actually worse than New York City when it comes to homicides. And you figure Memphis is about 600,000 people versus New York's 8 million. But down the southern part of the state, I think Miami has got a much higher crime rate. From what I understand, Mobile does too. Mayhem? Oh, how are you? Kachia? Don't know if I said that right. Oh, I see there's a white cargo van that has pulled over. Over there. So, tomorrow's Friday. Anybody got any plans for the weekend? Oh, yes they are, Kenny. Yes, they are. I have a friend who's paying $800 a month just to rent a room. Just a bedroom at a house. You're looking at a good $2,000 a month for an apartment. I've been down here almost 3 years. And I like it a lot better than I did Maine. Quite frankly, I hated living in Maine. I was very glad to get out. Hi, John. Oh, we're watching traffic. It's not nearly as busy as I thought it was going to be. There's a lot of regular traffic, but I was hoping to see some more trucks. I've only seen a few. But the place I wanted to broadcast from, traffic was such a mess that it was like, nope. Because I was on the wrong side of the road because I was getting some pictures for a story I wanted to do. And might try to go back there tomorrow, depending. Also might go back to the interstate tomorrow too. I'll have to play it by ear. But how are things going for you today, John? Oh, that person's got a hot water heater. Oh, I don't envy them if they had to replace it. I know them things are quite expensive now. There's a new FedEx van, fairly new. Oh, wow. Well, I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope you have a good day, too. There is, but there's also a lot of swampland too. I was surprised at just how many swamps this area had until when about a year ago, I worked for the county and I found out. And it was like, wow. There's a nice green Mack Sunbelt rental truck. Here comes the white Freightliner Cascadia from Wright Transportation. Did a history of Wright Transportation last September here on this Eyewitness News channel. If you're interested, you can take a look at that and find out a little bit about the history of that company. Also did histories of AAA Cooper, Saya, R&L Carriers, Estes, Swift, quite a few companies. If you get a chance, go ahead and check them out. I put them all together in a playlist. Oh, I bet you'll like it here, Kenny, and I appreciate you tuning in and hope you have a good rest of your day, too. The car vibrated when that Peterbilt went by. That's not usually something that happens. Oh, train is coming. So if there's anybody here watching locally, there's a northbound train that is coming through Cantonment Gonzales, probably heading up to Fulmerton this time of day. But it's a short one, it's only got like maybe five or six cars, I think. That was pretty cool, that dolphin truck with the soldier on the side. Hey, Canva. Greetings to South Africa. How are you today? No, this is actually Northwest Florida, just outside Pensacola. I'm doing good, thanks. It is approximately 45 degrees today, and the wind chill is making it very cold. Say what with an A and not an E? I haven't actually made it to Orlando yet. Nice red International LT heading south. And we got a Kenworth T660 blue one headed north with a dry bulk trailer. Deputy Sheriff waiting to pull out into traffic. They're changing the paint job on those cruisers. The ones like that green and white one right there are going to be all white. The new ones are. I've seen a couple of them. But I kind of like them green and white. But there's Landstar with a Freightliner Columbia tractor. Hey Seaboard, oh, I'm glad you found me. I forgot to let you know. I realized that right after I went on, and I can't, unless you send me a text while I'm broadcasting, I can't send a text without messing up the broadcast. But I'm very glad you found it. So that snow video you sent me earlier, did you record that today? Yeah, that was exactly how it looked here a few weeks ago. How much did you get? Yeah, we've had the sun out here most of the day, but it is cold. 45 for an air temperature, and that wind is biting. Gives us a wind chill, I think, in the low 30s. Yeah, 2 or 3 inches is a lot more manageable than the 10 that we got last month. Yeah, and this area is just not equipped for it. Oh, look at that. That looks like a New Holland tractor. Yeah, it is. Well, that was pretty cool. Don't see them being transported too often. There's a dealership just down the street here, but it seems like John Deere and Kubota have the dominance in this area. But yeah, and I didn't miss the snow a bit. That was one of the reasons I wanted to leave the state of Maine. But schools wound up closed for a week. They just don't have the equipment to remove the snow from the roads here. Oh, there goes Estes heading south. Oh, I bet it is too. I bet this is one of them winters up there that probably doesn't seem like it's ever going to end. Because it's been below average here quite a bit. But I'm looking forward to next week. It'll be back in the 70s and back to t-shirt and shorts weather. And it's funny because, you know, Florida has, you know, like a lot of states, Florida has plenty of specialty license plates. And one of them, it says endless summer. And it's like, I'm not exactly accurate this year, in my opinion. Transportation of Mississippi. I remember seeing some of the circle logos in the back when I had just the letter E without any circle around it. I don't actually remember seeing the those big E trailers on the road, but I've seen them, like they've got one at the terminal, and I've seen some old ones that still have the E on them. But I'm trying to remember the blue ones right off the top of my head. I think the circle logo I'm thinking of is a more recent one. Oh yeah, in Seaboard, you weren't here a minute ago, but a train went by heading north. It had like maybe 4 or 5 cars on it, maybe 6. I didn't get to, I didn't film it because it was way behind me, but I was glad I weren't going to chase it once I see how short it was. Some of those trains have been very short lately. It was a GE and it was only one. I couldn't tell you if it was a Dash 8 or a Gevo or Tier 4, or I just, all I could tell was that it was a wide cab GE, because I was watching it through the trees. I actually had a CSX Ford Explorer parked behind me today when I was at Home Depot. I thought that was cool. Out of all the parking spots there, they happened to park behind me. Maybe. I'll send you a picture of it here in a little bit. I got some good pictures with my regular camera, but I also took one with my phone too. I'd say school is out. There's a bunch of school buses running all of a sudden. Since there's a person coming, I'm going to go ahead and swap the camera around in the other direction because it's not my goal to film people. But then you can see some of the aforementioned school buses, which weren't my goal to film them either. Yeah, there we go. The person's out of the way. So I go ahead and swing the camera back over there. Hi, Austin. No, we were looking for trucks, but it's been more of a traffic watch because there ain't been that many trucks running. And here comes a truck with a Penske Freightliner Cascadia for a tractor, but for the most part, it's just been regular traffic. Yes, that's true. There have been a lot of school buses here in the last few minutes. I didn't realize what time of day it was getting to be. Where are you, Austin? Ontario? I think we're in the same time zone. I'm in the central time zone. I don't know if Ontario's in more than one time zone. Yes, I am. I'm in Northwest Florida. That sounds like fun, actually, Seaboard. I was hoping to go live from a new spot today, but it just did not work out as good as I had hoped to. There was too much traffic to contend with getting into the parking lot I wanted to. Oh, thanks. There's a roll-off truck right across the street here. Yeah, there's a lot of them around here. There's so much construction going on, they need them at job sites. But by the looks of things, there's quite a bit of construction up your way, too. North Carolina is one of the top states people are moving to. I know last year, South Carolina was #1 on the U-Haul index. After like 4 or 5 years, Texas was the #1 state people were moving to. But I know North Carolina's been a popular state for several years. Florida is too, but just in the time I've been here, the cost of living has gone up quite a bit. It's almost comparable to Maine now. And that's pretty bad, considering Maine has the extensive heating costs in the wintertime. But my battery's just about wearing itself down quite a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and end this broadcast. But I hope that it works out to go live again tomorrow, and I'm going to do my best if I do go live tomorrow, Seaboard, to send you a text. But if not, I hope you find me like you did today. And I hope everybody else has a good rest of your day, and hopefully I'll get to see you tomorrow. And I hope everybody has a good Thursday evening.